With the playoffs and the 22-23 NBA season being over, it's easy to look back on the season in retrospect and take it all in. And to skip the boring intro and just cut straight to the chase, I want to look at the biggest playoff performers this year. I'm not looking at players who just played the best overall, but for the players who rose the most from what they were in the regular season. Just real quick, I want to start with some honorable mentions, one of which might surprise you, but that is Jimmy Butler. I kind of think playoff Butler is a little overrated from after what he did in Milwaukee. And don't get me wrong, during the Milwaukee season, he played like how you'd imagine Jesus with a basketball would play. But after the first round, he just kind of dropped off. He had little to no aggression in the rest of the games, especially during the finals. He only really picked it up in the fourth quarter when he made those back-to-back threes, but besides that, there's just no aggression at all. There was the ankle injury and the ankle tweaking and stuff, but even he said himself that can't be used as an excuse. Two other honorable mentions are De'Aaron Fox and Nikola Jokic. Both played amazing in the playoffs and took big steps to help their teams out, but I didn't include them both for the same reason. That being the efficiency numbers dropped off a little bit, and when it comes to Jokic, it's kind of hard to improve from an already historic regular season. Anyways, with that out of the way, we're going to look at my list of the players who took huge steps during the playoffs, but this is in no particular order. The first player that I put on this list was Anthony Edwards. With Cat going into hibernation during the playoffs and nobody else on the team really being there to step up, Edwards was really forced to put the team on his back. Yeah, they lost in the first round, but to be fair, it was the eventual champions. Anthony Edwards was able to will the Timberwolves to at least take one game against the Nuggets, something that not even the conference finals Lakers could do. Almost every stat category for Anthony Edwards improved from the regular season to the playoffs. More points per game, assists, steals, blocks, better efficiency, and less turnovers. The only thing that didn't go up was the rebounds, but you know, whatever. Basically, when the lights shine bright, Anthony Edwards improved both his defense and offense greatly, and I expect great things from him in the future. The second player I put on this list was Caleb Martin. There's a lot of recency bias going around after he kind of stunk it up in the finals. He played like a baby deer with 4 left knees. It just didn't go well. That was all really in the finals, and I'm looking at the playoffs as a whole. So if you can remember back like a series ago, Caleb Martin is one of the reasons that the Heat were even in the position to go to the finals. He went from a role player that a lot of casual NBA watchers had never even heard of to a household name that my grandma will bring up at Christmas dinner. Caleb Martin's offense skyrocketed in the playoffs with a bigger role. He had many notable performances, an amazing series against the Celtics, almost averaging 20 a game on 60, 49, 88 splits. Incredible efficiency. I can't get mad at you if you think some other guys rose a little higher than Martin that I left off this list, but I really wanted to include a role player, not just a bunch of stars. Anyways, the third player I got on this list is the newly crowned NBA champion, Jamal Murray. The Blue Arrow has been known most of his career as a playoff performer, and he showed that off greatly this season. After being out for a whole season with an ACL tear, many thought that he would never be able to recreate some of his masterpieces that he had in the bubble playoffs, and while he didn't have any 50-point games or anything, he still had amazing games, like the time where he had that 30-point triple-double as a second option, which still blows my mind. Like everyone else on this list, all of Jamal Murray's stats improved, and if Jamal Murray keeps his streak up of laying low in the regular season and turning it up in the playoffs, I think there's a chance we could see him as the greatest player who's never had an all-star appearance. And finally, the final player I got on this list is an incredible playoff riser, Devin Booker. I think D-Book rose the most out of any player in the entire league. His playoff performances were just incredible. Except for the game where the Suns got eliminated, Devin Booker did not have a bad game. He had 2 45-plus point showings against the Clippers in the first round, and then dropped 47 against the eventual champion Nuggets. D-Book and the injured Suns are the only team that were able to take Denver to more than 5 games, and this was 100% spearheaded by Devin Booker, who stepped up offensively and defensively. Devin Booker has never really been known for his defense, but in my opinion, he played great defense against the Nuggets. And even though I wanted the Nuggets to win that series, I really wish we got more playoff Devin Booker because it was just magical. I'm trying to keep these videos quick because I know people like that, but I appreciate you guys watching this video. And I know I just started YouTube, but I've already gotten loads of positive comments, and I cannot be more thankful and appreciative for it. It makes me very happy that in a sport with a lot of toxic media, there's still tons of nice, good-doing souls out there. But on that note, I'm gonna end it. Goodbye.